This story blends truth and fiction, with many of the plans and activities being entirely achievable in real life. The author, along with his immediate family, wife, siblings, children, in laws, and relatives, are featured throughout, as well as a few close friends. Episode 1, A Tale of Two Twins. Who is you? Irving Maurice Yu and Nathan Bernard Yu were born mere minutes apart, yet divided by the calendar, shared a bond that was anything but ordinary. Nathan, arriving on March 31st, took his place as the older brother, while Irving, his twin, made his entrance on April 1st, April Fool's Day, no less. Their mother, with a touch of foresight and humor, decided to avoid giving them similar sounding names, knowing well that life would find its own way of making these two stand apart. As they grew, so did the distance between their worlds. Nathan, the star athlete, was always seen sprinting across the baseball diamonds, soaring for a basketball dunk, or charging down the football field under the glow of the stadium lights. His presence was magnetic. Coaches clamored for him, and crowds roared his name. Meanwhile, Irving found solace in the quiet battles of the mind. An honor roll student, his world was a realm of books, debates, and intellectual duels. He thrived on the debate team where mere words were weapons and ideas collided with force. Yet, despite their divergent paths, the bond between these two twins never faltered. Their differences only added layers to their relationship, and their story is just beginning. As the Yu brothers stepped into adulthood, they faced choices that will test the limits of their sibling bond. And then there's Iris Marie Yu, Irving's wife, who had more influence on their futures than anyone could have guessed. The dynamic trio, leadership and legacy. The three of them on the left, the seven is the plan for a team of seven. Since January 2000, this dynamic trio has taken the helm of Team CCC, rotating through the top three leadership positions each year, setting a powerful example of collaboration and commitment. Their mission is clear: to foster an environment where every team member can shine with a focus on compassion and shared success. They built a thriving culture that prioritizes moral, ethical, and legal practices from day one. To drive home their values, they introduced a character named Mel Melvin, the embodiment of their principles. Through making Mel the central character, they transformed their storytelling. After all, using their last names for the lead was often confusing for audio listeners, leading to amusing yet unclear statements like, "You is the main character," or "This story is all about you and the many positive things you did today." In contrast, with Mel as the focus, clarity reigns. This story is all about Mel Melvin and the positive things he accomplished today. So let's dive in using only their first names for simplicity. The journey of you, and you. Meet the online family business You. In high school, Irving struggled to capture Nathan's attention as groundbreaking business ideas and concepts were brewing in his mind. Meanwhile, Nathan was the most perfect athlete, often found surrounded by his cheerleading friends, basking in the glow of his popularity and recounting tales of game winning touchdowns and home runs. Irving, on the other hand, immersed himself in intellectual pursuits, surrounded by like minded peers. Despite Irving's enthusiasm for a groundbreaking team building plan he called Concept Team 7, Nathan's focus remained on sports and socializing. The challenge was clear: how to draw Nathan into a world of collaboration that he seemed blissfully unaware of. Every time Irving attempted to pitch his ideas, Nathan's attention would wane after just a few minutes, often interrupted by the phone calls from friends or the lure of a new athletic challenge. Recognizing Nathan's magnetic charisma, Irving decided to incorporate him into his vision. He knew Nathan's popularity could be the key to unlocking Concept Team 7's potential. So, with great foresight, Irving chose Nathan as a number two person, while his blossoming relationship with Iris earned her the number three spot. This trio was destined to redefine collaboration. To simplify their leadership structure, let's visualize it. At the center is number one, Irving. To his left, as we face it, number two, Nathan. And to his right, again, as we face them, number three, Iris. This dynamic circle of job position showcases the synergy and teamwork that would propel you into new heights. The first 49 positions surrounded the first team of seven as Irving began forming his second team of seven. In this illustration, even numbered job positions are placed on the left and odd numbered positions on the right of the first team of seven. And here's the illustration: 49 positions. During a pivotal conversation, Nathan laid out a clever compromise. "Here's the deal, guys," he said with a confident grin. "You two are all about the intellectual stuff, so I'll handle my end of the matrix. I'll feed you names, and you can connect with my people to guide them through this. I'll stay in my lane as the socialite, spreading the word that my little brother has a killer plan that can unlock the financial rewards we're all dreaming about. Our secret weapon: collaboration, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to achieving success together." With that, the trio solidified their roles, each playing to their strengths while forging a path toward shared prosperity. Nathan's charismatic connections combined with Irving and Iris's intellectual prowess created a powerhouse team that was ready to take Concept Team 7 to new heights. In our next episode, Dangerous Nathan finally makes good on his promise by getting involved with a captivating new woman, Angela. But while Nathan's love life takes center stage, the real focus remains on the dynamics between him, his brother Irving, and Irving's wife, Iris Marie Yu. Dangerous Nathan, always the most colorful of the three, steals the spotlight yet again. Nathan's high school years set the stage for his lifelong fame and success, making his dreams a reality. He took full advantage of his athletic scholarships, earning degrees in both physical education and business. However, despite his best efforts to establish himself in the conventional business world, his romantic life often derailed his progress. Time and time again, his ventures crumbled because the woman he chose were distractions, more of a hindrance than a help to his ambitions. His nickname Dangerous was initially earned due to his prowess on the athletic field, but it soon became fitting in another way. Time after time, he got involved with women who lied about their marital status, their relationships, or even their children. Angela seems different. She's the woman of his dreams, brilliant, beautiful, and poised. For the first time, Nathan found himself seriously considering marriage. He was also a collegiate tennis star. These two first crossed paths at a local athletic club. Their eyes met from across the court, and Nathan broke the ice with a playful compliment. That's a mighty pretty smile you're wearing. Angela wasn't one to back down. With a smirk, she shot back, "Are you any good with that fancy tennis racket, or are you just here to show off?" My opponent bailed, so how about you joining me on the court? My reservation is in 10 minutes. Nathan grinned and replied, "Let the games begin." They played for 2 hours with plenty of breaks for chatting at the net. By the end of their impromptu match, they knew enough about each other to sense the spark of something real. Over drinks afterwards, they exchanged numbers, both eager to see where this budding connection would lead. Angela was fresh out of a messy relationship with a professional tennis player who had been unfaithful, cheating with one of her close friends. It had only been a month since she found out, but Nathan seemed like a breath of fresh air. After their tennis match, Nathan couldn't wait to share the news with Irving and Iris. He introduced them to several women in the past, but none had ever made him feel the way Angela did. To Nathan, she is as sharp and admirable as Iris, a woman he held in high regard. Irving couldn't resist teasing his older brother. "Right. Remember that one, the one who ran up to me and tried to kiss me in front of Iris?" Iris laughed, chiming in, "Yeah." She said, "Nathan, this is the first time I've seen you without your sunglasses. That's the only reason I didn't slap her into the next week." Nathan chuckled. "Okay, I'll admit it. Some of them didn't meet my standards, but come on, you gotta admit, every single one of them was gorgeous. Can't you give me that, little brother?" Irving, glancing at Iris, said, "Not here, not now, my man. I'm in the presence of my wife." Iris waved it off. "It's fine, babe. I'll admit it, Nathan. All of them were beautiful, but only a few could hold a decent conversation. There was one, I think her name was Vicky from Tennessee, who I actually enjoyed talking with about our team building plan." One. Nathan nodded. "Yeah, I remember her. Thought she might be the one, but I learned a few things that told me she wouldn't be a good fit after all." Irving grinned. "So when do we get to meet Angela? This one's a Miss Right?" Nathan smirked. "Be nice, bro. Are you ever gonna let me live down those liars? When a pretty lady tells me she's single and seems interested, I'm not exactly asking for proof that she's not married." The twins shared a laugh, but deep down, Nathan hoped that this time things might be different. Maybe, just maybe, Angela really is the one. Iris asked Nathan for Angela's contact information and called to schedule a dinner party for the foursome, which turned out to be the first team of seven at the dinner party. Iris wasted no time reaching out to Angela the moment Nathan shared her contact information. Juggling a whirlwind of appointments and commitments, they couldn't set the weekend dinner party until 2 weeks later. But those 2 weeks buzzed with excitement as Angela and Nathan carved out moments for themselves. Their lunch dates turned into laughter filled afternoons. The bowling alley echoed with their playful competitiveness, and the tennis court became a battleground where they exchanged light-hearted banter, all while choosing to forego keeping score. They understood the thrill of competition, but were wary of letting it sour their budding connection between them. One afternoon, as they enjoyed a cozy lunch at a quaint cafe, Angela's former sweetheart unexpectedly appeared. With a respectful demeanor, he acknowledged his past with Angela, admitting, "I lost the best thing that ever happened to me when we parted ways." His sincerity shone through as he wished them well, assuring them he wouldn't be a problem, a complication in their new chapter. After all, he was in the midst of relocating to another state. Meanwhile, Irving and Iris had their hands full with their daughter, Tiffany, and son, Daniel, who had both taken on roles in the family business. The sibling dynamics were charmingly unique. Tiffany, born 4 years before her brother, was undeniably a daddy's girl, while Daniel, although not keen on the label, gravitated toward his mom's nurturing presence. In other words, he's a mama's boy, but won't admit it. Together, they formed the backbone of the first team of seven alongside Angela and Nathan's best friend, Coach Clay. That's Clay Alexander, who may have called North Carolina home, but represented California with pride. C.A. Clay Alexander. You like that? So here's a photograph of Tiffany, Daniel, and Coach Clay. As the guest of honor, Angela was warmly welcomed into the dinner party where every detail had been meticulously arranged. The evening unfolded beautifully. The meal, a culinary masterpiece, delighted everyone's palate. Yet, amid the laughter and chatter, it was Nathan and Angela's relationship that captured the evening's spotlight. Nathan felt a tug of responsibility, often reminding everyone, "We've only been together for less than 30 days." He wanted to ensure Angela felt at ease, free from any pressure that might prompt her to leave prematurely and spoil the magic of the night. In our next episode, we are going to introduce a church lady who has twin girls. But these are little girls, and we'll use the church lady who will have lots of stories and videos to share concerning her twin girls. They really are twins. This is real life. Again, this is all about combining fiction with absolute fact. Continue to listen and enjoy our story. Thank you for listening.